Guelph Family Martial Arts studio, where staff are preparing to offer free self-defense classes for women. Now, this comes after police in the city reported a recent increase in the amount of sexual assaults, with women being majority of the victims. Fighting to protect the community. Guelph Family Martial Arts will be hosting a free self-defense workshop this weekend for women. Studio staff say they were contacted by community leaders, organizations, and individuals after an increase of reported sexual assaults in the city last month.
It was just really unsettling. And I mean, those were individuals that, it really had a huge impact on.
On March 14th, there was a stranger sexual assault. A young woman was walking home about 6 o'clock in the morning, and she was taken into a vehicle and sexually assaulted. That was on a Friday, and then the following Monday, we had a young woman who was followed by a stranger and was the victim of a very brazen sexual assault at the intersection of Speedvale Avenue and the Hanlon Expressway. So in the middle of the afternoon and in full view of dozens of witnesses.
Guelph police say arrests have been made in both of the incidents, but many in the community are still feeling vulnerable. And with women almost exclusively being the victims of sexual assault, Skoufis and his family want to make a change.
I think it's very important, especially as a woman, to have a little bit of, knowledge if somebody does attack you, because like we were saying, first thing is just to freeze up and not know how to do anything. So reaction right away is really, really important.
From wrist grabs to front and back chokes, women in attendance will learn the basics on how to appropriately defend themselves.
And you're going to shoot it straight across. Oh. All right, and then the grip is broken.
Women will also learn how to defend hair grabs and an effective roundhouse kick.
Yeah, right, and you can hear the power it's hitting with.
Beautiful.
I think the basics definitely are enough. Whether it's breaking out of a grip or, if it does go to the ground, how to reverse that position. It doesn't have to be, that you're a black belt, but I think the basics definitely are going to be the most common positions that you're going to be put into.
One of the tips we give is to try to fight back, just to try to make as much of a scene and attention as you can. I think it's important that the public realize that self-defense certainly is permissible under the criminal code, but there are limitations. It has to be appropriate level of force. It has to be, proportionate to the threat.
Skoufis says he was overwhelmed with the response to offering free classes. With so many people, he opted to do a big workshop instead.
We were going to do it at the studio here, and then we just had a lot of individuals that were interested. So it's going to be at the Delta Marriott here in Guelph at the Conference Center. So working with the Delta, it's going to be free parking for everybody. The event is free Sunday, April 13th. Doors will open at 12:30 and the event will start from 1 until 2:30 p.m.
Anyone is welcome to attend. They just need to contact the studio to register.
It really would make a difference, just awareness, right? And a little self-defense goes a long way.
Men's classes are also being planned for the future. Kara Smapp, CBC News, Guelph.